Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube, Iyun and Sion. Today I want to talk about Mishnah Dalet and Perichav Beis. The second half of the Mishnah talks Mishnashar Caleb B'derech Hamayim. You're walking. It's raining outside. You're allowed to continue walking in your clothes, even though people say, "Hey, your clothes are wet." Did you wash them on Shabbos? Did you give them to the laundromat on Shabbos? Doesn't make a difference. Once you get home, you could lay them out in your backyard in the sun. Now it's no longer raining, it's sunny, to dry, but not in front of people, not in your front yard where people can see it, and there'll be a problem, Marasayan. It looks bad to other people. Now, the Rav Barjanur brings the Gemara. The Rav says this Mishnah is not the halacha. The halacha is even in your backyard is a problem because Marasayan, something looks bad. Even in the most private rooms, it's asr because Marasayan. Now, obviously Marzai means something else, right? If Marzai means it looks bad to other people, so if you do it in your private room, it shouldn't be a problem. So some explain that Rav meant to say in the Gemara, Marzai, and the reason Chedrei Chadar Nami Aser is because we're worried. Just like, right, if you hang it up in front of your house, like I talked about in the example I talked about in the regular Mishnah this year, in the Daily Double, where I talked about, when I used to live in New York with my parents, and it was raining on Shabbos, my father would insist to take the coats and hang them in front of the house. Take a hanger and dry it by hanging it in the front yard, right? On the roof. To attach it to the roof and the overhang. It wasn't wet over there to dry. And I was like, this can't do that. Even according to the Tanakama, this Mishnah, we don't have Paskin like that's for sure us. The only question is you can do it in your backyard. And I'm wondering, but I didn't have a choice. My father took it. I think he did it himself. So I wasn't going to protest because, again, I don't really know the halachas so well. I'm not a rabbi. So, but I always wondered about this. And the halacha is even if you do it in your backyard is a problem because of Marasayan. Now, what does Marasayan mean? Marasayan. So one explanation could be it looks bad for other people. They're going to think. It's like chashad, right? The Mara says chashad in various places by Hilchos Chanukah. Right, if you have a house that's on a corner, right, you have to light in both places because people might think, or you have two entrances to your house, one on each side of the street, one in a corner house. So people will think you're only lighting in one. They'll think it's two different houses, and one house lit, one house didn't lit. It's because chashad, the people think you have Marazana is not called chashad; it's something else. So you could say Marazana is similar things because of what people will think. And Chedrei Chadarim is also asr lahalacha, is because people might somehow enter your private chamber. And therefore worried about that. I heard that explanation, but the preferred explanation, I think, the reason Marasayan is usher is not for other people, it's for you, right? Right? A lot of people don't like seeing cars drive on Shabbos because it ruins their kedusha Shabbos because they see malacha being done on Shabbos. They don't want to look at malacha being done on Shabbos. People will throw rocks here in Israel. People are driving on Shabbos. A lot of big gedolim when they're walking on the street, they saw a car driving on Shabbos, they would turn their head away. They didn't want to see chilul malacha on Shabbos. So Marasayan maybe it means that it's for you, right? So even if in your backyard, you're going to see it. It's going to be a desecration for Shabbos. You're going to see a business-like activity that your clothes are being, like sent to a laundromat. And that's why you have the ability to go into your private rooms and you're going to see it there. That's why it's us. Or Marasayan is for you, not for other people. That's my preferred explanation. Now, to answer what happened with my father, I would say like this: Shoshchan machama v'lo keneged ha'am. Shoshchan is not talking about the hanging on a hanger, right? We're talking about shoshchan is to spread it out in the sun, like a professional would do it. Like I mention all the time, like a professional would do it. Take a hanger and hang it from your roof. That's not something a professional would do. Shoshchan means in the Mishnah where you spread it out, I guess in a way where it looks like it's being done in a professional way, right? You take it on, let's say, a bench or something like that, or a bed or a lounge chair or something like that, and put it in a way that's done in a more professional way. To take a hanger and hang it from your roof doesn't look like a professional way to do it, in my opinion, and therefore I could be more heter for my father. Lean what's close to my father. If it's not a professional way, I said all through Masechah Shabbos. The malacha of kibbutz is doing it in a professional, given to a laundromat. Private spot cleaning is not included in the malacha of kavisa. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.